Hey, what's up guys, it's Dom from Hole Printing Inc. In today's quick video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys what I wish I knew before starting my printing business. My name is Dom, I own Hole Printing Inc. I've been in the printing industry for years. I've worked with many big corporations and I help you on your printing journey. So what I wish I knew before starting my printing business. I made so many different videos in the past, and they're so important because they all share different knowledge. But in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys what I wish I knew that could have saved me years in scaling my business. So obviously I'm going to be talking about scaling, not necessarily the investments, the equipment, but how to scale super quickly so you don't have to be in the position that I was, basically working for less than minimum wage for years and years and not realizing how delegation and scaling is so important. So without wasting any time, let's get right into it. The number one thing I wish I knew is that your DTF printer, most of you guys are going to be using the small converted printers. Those DTF printers are not your business. Let me explain. Also guys, as you can see, we're in a different environment. I am not at the shop. I'm actually filming this video in Dominican Republic in Punta Cana. I'm at an all-inclusive resort and I actually pre-recorded a bunch of videos that you guys might have seen already, and I'm actually going to make another video on the beach hopefully tomorrow. And I'm very, very fortunate to be in this position currently, and hopefully this video is going to allow you to be in this position very soon. This journey has taken me years and years, but I could have done it so much more quickly. Obviously we all have different scenarios, so take what I'm saying with a grain of salt and adjust it to whatever your situation is, with your environment, with your family members, whatever the case may be. I'm going to tell you guys what I did to scale and how I wish I'd done it faster and quicker, but hopefully you guys will be able to retain some value and apply it to your current situation. If we were to rewind, let's say 2 years ago, not even that far, I was doing DTF printing. I had 2 or 3 DTF printers, and my main mindset, guys, was basically print during the day, production at night. Print during the day, production at night. I already said this in a previous video, but if you're just using your DTF L1800 as your main source of income, what you'll soon realize is that your time per hour is basically worthless. I'm not saying you guys are worthless, but I was in that position. And basically when you calculate it, you don't want to do it because it's so demoralizing. But when you start to calculate the value per hour after paying for your ink, powder, electricity, DTF printer parts, supplies, the hoodies or the t-shirts you're printing on for the client, you realize that you're making, let's say, $5 an hour, not even in profit, right? Sometimes $1 an hour, depending on how the contract goes. But this is my point, right? You have to do that at the beginning, I won't even lie, but there's ways to scale it so much quicker and with so many shortcuts that when you're doing it, you realize how hard you work for no recognition. The client's not going to be more happy because it took you 40 hours to do his order versus it taking like 2 hours, right? Let me give you an example I've been doing currently. So I had an order, right? And it had a small left chest logo, a big back logo, and a medium back logo. So 3 logos on the hoodies, and we did shirts for them in the past, and now they wanted hoodie. That order took us a lot of time. It took us like 12 hours. It was around 71 hoodies or 73 hoodies. Doesn't really matter the amount, but 3 prints, and printing just the transfers probably took 8 hours. So most likely, let's just put it at 24 hours to make it simple. If I were to print that with the DTF L1800 printer, it would have taken me weeks of printing. We're talking about left chest. This is nothing. This could have taken like a few hours with a DTF L1800. Around 73 back logos. Just the big back logos on my DTF L1800 printer would have taken me 18 hours. So 18 hours plus, let's say 2 hours for the left chest, and let's just put 5 hours for the medium back logos. It would have most likely taken more time. But guys, let's say 24 hours of just straight printing. That's if nothing goes wrong, no head cleanings, no nozzle check. Let's make it more like 48 hours because you have to sleep, you have to eat, you have to do all these things. It's just crazy. It could have taken like a week just to print it. Let's say the print had malfunctions or you have color issues, you have to throw like 5 transfers, whatever the case may be. I was there. I was doing it like not even a year ago. That was my reality, and it's most likely your reality. Instead of sacrificing $2 in profit per t-shirt because you don't want to buy transfers online, you rather print them by yourself. And I respect the hustle, guys. I did it. Yes, you make more money, but when you break down how much time it's taking you, it's ridiculous. So it took me let's say 8 hours to print with my DTF commercial printer, maybe a bit less, maybe a bit more, it doesn't really matter. And it took me around 12 hours to produce, and we were two producing it. So one was putting it on the table. I made a video on how to line up shirts and logos on shirts, and one was doing it on the table, and I was on the heat press, right? It took us a full day basically. That order would have taken me probably like 2 weeks to do with my DTF L100 printer. The money, so this is where it gets important how to scale your business. The money I would have made in 2 weeks, I made it in 1 day. I printed and produced everything in 1 day. And it was still very long. I'm sure I can find ways to automate it even more. But my point being is that you need to, at least I'm speaking to my younger self here, guys, because I was like this. Somebody would have told me to buy transfers online. Oh no, I'm losing $3 of profit per hoodie or per t-shirt. Yes, but you're spending 48 hours to save 300 bucks. Like, it's hard to understand that when you're in the gist of it and you have your DTF printer, you don't have that many orders, but your time is so valuable, guys. This is the only way you'll be able to scale. If you keep thinking to yourself that this printer needs to do all of your orders, you're never going to be able to scale quickly. Yes, you might be able to penny pinch and save enough to buy a better machine and still do it all by yourself, but you still need to hire an employee, you still need to hire a family member, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, whatever the case may be. You still need to work in collaboration. DTF printing and just printing in general, there's not a lot of money to be made, especially at the beginning. As you start to grow and you have more and more recurring contracts, keyword here, recurring, with good profit margin and good customer service, you know the customers like dealing with you and you love your customers and you don't have any picky customers or you have little to none, that's when everything starts to change. But at the beginning, you'll be DTF printing for hours and hours, and as you start thinking about the time it's taking you versus the amount of money, you're like, why am I not just working a minimum wage job? But you love to do it, right? You rather work 40 hours to make the same money you would working 10 hours for somebody else, and that I completely understand. My only goal in this video with this quick example was to give you the harsh reality of what it is to be doing everything with your small DTF printer. Your DTF printer is not your business. The name of your business is the business. Your values, your reputation, your personal reputation. People want to deal with Dwayne. People want to deal with Roxanne. Whatever your name is, right? People want to deal with you. You're the business. You're not identified by your printer. And I wish somebody told me this when I was starting out, and even just a year ago. And you guys might be watching this video, hearing what I'm saying and like, yeah, okay, Dom, you're absolutely right. This is the harsh reality of my life, but I'm just gonna keep doing it. And honestly, I can't blame you. I would have watched this video and probably said to myself, he's right, but what can I do? And just got back to production, right? There's so many ways you can scale, guys. Keep your DTF L100 printer, focus on left chest, outsource anything when it comes to big back prints. You can't afford to be spending 14-hour days just printing, especially not if you guys are trying to scale. Do the left chest and the hats and everything that's small on your DTF printer. If you have less production, instead of saying, oh, well, I have less production, Dom, I thought it was okay to do the back prints, right? Because I have less productions. This is exactly why you won't scale your business. Because if you start thinking to yourself, well, I have time, I don't have any more orders, I just have a few orders, let me print everything by myself. Okay, perfect, but when you're printing, you're not growing. When you're printing and you're doing production, you're not working on the business and going to get more contracts, going to call, clients you dealt with in the past or reply to emails and follow up. You're not working on the business, you're just an employee and you're paying yourself little to nothing, literally. So why not take this time if you have just one big order or one small order and they have back prints, outsource the transfers, get the transfers, press them on the shirt so they're nice, not crooked. If you're scared to outsource the full job and if the color and accuracy is not okay, call your supplier for your transfers and tell them, hey, I need this colorway, and they'll get it right. And even if it's hell dealing back and forth and it's taking more time, all of that extra time that you're not printing, you're working on your business, getting more contracts, getting more and more people to outsource. This guy does stickers, this guy does UV transfers, this guy does custom chloroplast signs, and you find all of these different services that you can now sell through your business and make a profit. and that's when everything starts to scale. If you keep thinking that this DTF printer is your business, you will make money, you will grow, but it's going to take you 10 times longer. For example, like me, that just go. I don't want to spend too much time doing the same thing. If I can automate something or delegate, I'm going to do it. And I say myself, but there's companies and individuals that are 100, 1,000,000 times ahead of me, and that's because they do everything I'm doing better, quicker, faster, and they do things that I'm not doing better, quicker, faster, right? I'm just in the beginning of my journey. It doesn't matter, because somebody could be watching this at 58 years old and say, hey, he's smart. Somebody else could be like 18 years old and say, hey, his business is slow, it's not growing fast enough. It doesn't have to do with age, it doesn't have to do with gender, it doesn't have to do with anything besides mindset and experience. So hopefully you guys will realize that your DTF printer is not your business, the brand is your business, your reputation, the values of your company are. Work on that, work on the business, delegate. If you need somebody to do your printing, your press, right? Hire somebody, hire a girlfriend, a boyfriend, your siblings, your mother, your father, whatever the case may be. When anybody has a bit of time, if they want to, ask them to come help you, and all of that extra time, grow your business. And everything that's taking more than 15 minutes to do one logo, outsource it. If it's left chest and hats, print it. You'll make more money and you'll do them faster. But I swear, guys, if somebody would have told me that, I would have probably not have done it. Like I said, hopefully if I would have watched this video and really understand where I'm coming from, I would understand that it's important to at least give it a try. Give it a try for 1 year, exactly what I said. Outsource everything that's big back, big front, whatever the case may be. Batch your orders so you save on shipping. Get a reputable DTF transfer supplier. You press them, or ideally, like I said, delegate it to somebody that can just press them, make sure they're not crooked. Sell them, right, to your clients, and get more contracts, get more clients. Hopefully this cycle, after doing it for 1 year, you'll see at least double, if not triple, in your business bank account. I could ramble on for hours. If you guys want to see a part 2 on how to scale and what I wish I knew before starting my printing company, part 2 on scaling and on growth, let me know in the comments down below. If you found this video somewhat helpful, make sure to leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe if you're new. This was Dom from Whole Printing Inc. Make a print you'll never forget.